guys, it's Theresa here of Larkin Design, and so welcome to part 2 of my week 15 layout. This is the embellishing portion of my hybrid layout. Yesterday I shared with you the video of how I created this layout in Photoshop CC. I am using the Lily Pad Memory Pockets monthly kit for June of 2017 called Curious. And then I'm embellishing on top using miscellaneous embellishments from Freckled Fawn, Recollections, and probably some puffy stickers somewhere along the way, knowing me. And so this is week 15. I'm starting with my date card here. And I've already chosen, there were some cork alphabets in one of the Freckled Fawn kits earlier this year. So I spelled out week and then used some wood numbers from Recollections to make the number 15. And then I just stamped my date. And I want to use this flower. It's also from Freckled Fawn. And I'm just going to trim it up a little bit. Now, I put it in my trimmer, and it's so slick. It just kind of slid around there. So that didn't work out too well. That line was not straight at all. So I just grabbed my scissors and a little sheet of cardstock here, just as a guideline. It's still not perfect. Slick surfaces are hard to cut, aren't they? But it's okay. It looks good now. And I'm just going to adhere that down using some red line tape. Alright, and so once that's done, I'm going to move on. I had chosen this little epoxy heart, also from Freckled Fawn. The magenta in this kit was what really jumped out at me. So when I went shopping in my stash, I went looking for some things that had that magenta and navy and a little bit of turquoise and a little bit of that mint green. So just when I'm looking through my stash for embellishments for these layouts, I'm kind of going by color these days. This journaling card here is an opportunity for some handwritten journaling. So I stamped a sentiment across the bottom, a word sentiment. I actually wasn't meaning to stamp that word sentiment. It was supposed to be a dotted line, it was supposed to be a dotted line, but that's okay. It works out in the end, and I just put the dotted lines above that, and then I'm going to journal here. This was the week of spring break, in case you didn't get to see the previous video about this layout. This was the week of spring break, so we had all 4 kids home for a majority of the week, I think from Saturday until Wednesday that week. So we took a couple of field trips. We went to the park and went to the arcade. We went to Dave & Buster's. And played games like all day long. And we just had a good time. So this is the week of spring break, and so I really just wanted to talk about how in my journaling on this layout, how we were just together that week. Alan took a couple of days off as well, so we spent some family time, right? And then you can see here, I'm sort of struggling with this little stamp. The Stays On ink was just not wanting to grip to it. So I switched stamp pads, and that one worked out a whole lot better. And in the end, I like that color better too. That bright blue, it's really sort of an indigo, isn't it? It ties in well with that brighter magenta. I'm definitely a color person. I love using color in my layouts, and so if you like brighter colors like this, hey, you're in good company. Um, if you're a little shy of them, maybe this will give you an idea of how it turns out. I'm not really worried about, I'll be honest, I wasn't really worried about whether the photos were going to match with this kit when I chose this kit. Um, I figured with the photos that I took from the games and the just everyday photos, the green grass, um, the kids' clothes, I'm going to capture those colors somehow, and they'll all tie in. I'm probably not as concerned about the color selections with my kits as I should be. I just use what I like. I use what I like, and I say this a lot. If you use what you like, then it becomes who you are, and that's how you develop your own style. Um, and because that's what you're drawn to, and I think our eyes are naturally drawn to just the things that we like for a reason. So go with that. Go with that gut instinct. When you feel it, and you say, I want to use this one because I like it, or I want to use this one because it matches, go with the one that you like, and see how that works out. See if you like it that way. That's probably 75% of my design choices are just based on what I like. So yeah, I'm just moving here around the page a little bit more. I told you guys there would be puffy stickers. These are from Ellie's Studio. They actually are really more like epoxy. They're not really puffy, but they behave like puffy stickers. So I wanted to use those. They're from the Live, Laugh, Love collection, and they're fantastic. And that was the stamp set also from that collection. And ta-da, puffy hearts. I'm always using those puffy hearts. Okay, so onto the right hand side here, and I have another of these epoxy hearts from Freckled Fawn, and I think I'm going to add a little stamped sentiment here, just on plain white cardstock, as a little banner to tuck underneath that heart. And I'm using that brilliant blue stamp pad again, and then trimming my little banner shape here. And that's really all that photo needs. The girls look so cute just standing there watching the outdoors. We were getting ready to go somewhere, and so they were just waiting. They look so tall and they look so grown up there, and then the photo next of all of them together is it's just mind-blowing how grown up they look and how big they're getting. We have one going in high school in the fall, and then the next year we'll have two in high school. It's unbelievable to me. So I'm going to add some dotted lines here again, and I did the same thing. I stamped another word sentiment instead of the dotted lines. So then I just continued the trend going up the card, and I just stamped all the word sentiments. So it's a manifesto of sorts for spring break. Well, yeah, we'll call it that. So I think what I want to do on this title card here is just use up some of these stickers, and so put down the word memories, and I'm looking to see if I want to add that little line. I decided not to, but I do like the favorite, so that's it. favorite memories. And then I want to do a little something on that other filler card as well. And I'm debating here whether I want to use, this is one of the vellum hearts, also from Ellie's studio. And it's really cute and I really like it, but I'm not sure. And then I ended up using it with a little epoxy heart. And then that's it. So the layout is done. Thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you will like and comment and subscribe. And I'll see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.